The Nelms Dyslexia Center was founded by Don Nelms, who is a very successful entrepreneur and has experienced dyslexia in his own life and in his own family. And so he wanted to create a place where we can have a community, where we can bring people together who impact the lives of students with dyslexia. For our students, we offer assessment, which is usually the parent's first introduction to Nelms Dyslexia Center. We do a comprehensive dyslexia evaluation. This helps parents understand exactly what's going on with their student and what the barriers are to reading and spelling, and it helps us kind of plan a roadmap for that student for getting therapy and remediation, and also for getting accommodations and things that they might need in the classroom. We also offer therapy to our students. We use several different curriculums, but they're all structured literacy curriculums, which is what is recommended for students with dyslexia. We also provide training for teachers. We provide community outreach, support groups, and professional development also for teachers. Years ago, when I was raising my little family, my third child had tremendous difficulty with learning to read and spell. So I worked through a phonics program with him, which was helpful. He was able to blend, and we got him back to third grade. But then by the end of third grade, he had fallen very far behind. And that's when things started happening with his self-esteem. I sat down in his classroom at the beginning of the year, and they had the kids had made all these posters saying what they wanted, what their goals were for the year. I want to learn to ride a horse, I want to be a ballerina, I want to do art. And so I found my son's, and it said, I want to read. At the end of third grade, I was talking to the interventionist again, and she said, I just don't think he could learn. And then she said, except this one day, he came in and showed me something that you had taught him, and he was so proud of himself, and he taught it to all the other kids. In fall of fifth grade, he tested proficient in reading for the first time. And he has 2 associate's degrees, and he's working residential drafting and has a lovely family and a baby on the way. He just exudes confidence and joy in his life.
I am a firefighter EMT, and I discovered Nelms knowing that I'd had some challenges throughout my life. And when I went there and found Nelms, just Googling, I'd seen that they were also very cost efficient. And when I went and got tested and talking to just the instructors and everyone there, it is very family oriented. Having myself and my daughter in the program, I get to see both sides of it. I get to see the behind the scenes of myself progressing, but also seeing my daughter progressing as well, and her having that more self-confident in school. We're a little competitive with each other, so if I get something wrong, she has to correct me on it, or vice versa. Being her and I in there, it makes a lot of sense. We help each other out, we push each other, for both of us to be able to be more self-confident in each other. This is simple. Do not be afraid to ask for help, because it is a game changer. It is a life changer in yourself and the world.
I am the director of training at Nelms Dyslexia Center, meaning I work with teachers who are learning to become certified academic language therapists or certified academic language practitioners at Nelms Dyslexia Center. Dyslexia is a brain-based or neurological learning difference. The way children with dyslexia learn to read have a different neural pathway system. Dyslexia presents itself in difficulty with accuracy in decoding or sounding out words, and with spelling primarily. And dyslexia affects 1 in 5 human beings. So basically 20% of the population, and really it's globally, not just in the United States, but globally 20% of the population struggles with this learning difference. In the 21st century, essentially reading and writing are survival skills. And so parents would just weep with the hurt that, for their children. And I was so thrilled that I could tell them, and these are the words they wanted to hear, you know what? Everything's going to be okay. Sorry. That's terrible. But I was able to tell them, I get it. I can understand. Sorry. Sorry about that. But these parents were just so happy to hear, you know what, my kiddo's going to be all right. There is hope. There's a resolution. There is remediation. And moving forward, life's going to be okay for my kiddo. So, not everyone has the resources. They don't have the funding available for this, especially when we have parents with multiple children. I think it would be really exciting to partner with Adventure Subaru and the Subaru Share the Love event that's going on. It's going to be super helpful to help pay some of the tuition for some of our teachers who are becoming therapists, or toward the students there at Nelms Dyslexia Center. It's going to be a really cool and exciting partnership.